Hello and welcome to my new blog. I am that anime review guy, if you couldn't tell by the title. This will be an anime slash manga slash visual novel and everything else that falls in that category review blog. I'll be reviewing those. Um, just this video is just to cover the ground rules and so you get to know what I'm going to be reviewing or what I'm going to be doing. The most important thing I'm telling you is why I started this blog. Mainly because most blogs out there on anime or manga are done by people like yaoi fangirls or Narutards and not really good blogs. Or most blogs grade on one system grading. And what I mean by one system grading is they grade everything on one scale. Meaning they will grade an action shonen on the same scale they'll grade a slice of life. For example, they will grade Fullmetal Alchemist on the same grading scale as Lucky Star. That does not work. Because that just goes into personal bias, and it just doesn't. I'm not going to grade Lucky Star on how good the action is, or how good the plot is, because it doesn't have any action or plot. It's not supposed to. So I will be grading on individual systems dependent on the genre. Because I know people who want to see a review on Lucky Star are not looking to see how actiony it is. So I will make my review system appeal to those people. I'm not Japanese, as you pretty much can tell. I'm American. I do not know Japanese at all. I don't know one character in Japanese. Do not ask me. I take suggestions on what I should review. So if you want me to review something, just leave it in a comment. But make sure it's in English. Either officially translated or translated by some group as a fan translation. Just make sure it's in English. I do know some Spanish, but I'm not going to review in Spanish because I know some Spanish. I'm not fluent in Spanish. So English only, please, if you have a suggestion. I will be reviewing on a season by season basis. I'm not gonna review mainstream stuff. Don't ask me to review Naruto. I'm not gonna even touch Naruto or Bleach or Dragon Ball. No, those are all mainstream things that everybody knows about. If you want to figure out about Naruto, ask anybody. Go to any Barnes and Nobles, go to anywhere where you see some guy with Naruto cards and ask him what he thinks about Naruto. I'm not gonna review that. I'm reviewing anime on a season by season basis, which means more obscure titles that people don't know about. For example, next season, I'm really, really, really looking forward to Dance in the Vampire Bund. Not many people know what Dance in the Vampire Bund is unless, they are up to date on anime. If you haven't read the manga, please do. It is excellent, excellent. Even if you hate vampires, because I'm not a big vampire fan, and I'm not a big werewolf fan, but Dance in the Vampire Bund is phenomenal. It's great. I can't stop kissing his ass. But, yes. So going back to that whole Japanese thing, I can't pronounce Japanese words. Sorry, it's not my native tongue. I will mispronounce a lot of words. A lot of them. Many, many things will be mispronounced. Many, many words. I have varying tastes. Don't get fooled by the two posters behind me of Haruhi. I do love Haruhi, but I'm not biased in what I watch, nor am I biased in how I review. For example, this season I'm watching Blue Literature, which I'm enjoying immensely, and I think you guys should watch if you haven't watched it yet. And I'm also watching Koihime Muso, which I'm also enjoying immensely. There are two very, very different anime for very, very different audiences, but I like both of them. For Haruhi, I loved Haruhi. I read the novels. I'm up to date on the anime, but I'm not gonna kiss his ass all day. The first season was good. The novels were better. The second season was disgustingly horrible. And as much as I love Haruhi, I'm not gonna stick up for crap. It was just plain disgusting and just horrible. It was horribly executed in every single way I can think. There was nothing good about it at all. Maybe the first episode was decent. The rest of it sucked horribly. And because of that, I'm really not looking forward to the movie that's coming out. In a way, I'm very nervous about it. I love that book. I love the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. But looking at the second season, also based off of chapters I love, and looking at how they massacred it, I'm really not all that game for a movie. So we'll see how that works out. I watch a lot of things. Really, it doesn't really genre doesn't matter to me as long as it's good. Also, because of how should I put this? Let me think of a way to put this. I love a lot of anime, but I tend to be fickle in how I don't drop many things a season, but if I do drop something, it would be either within the first 4 episodes, or it could be very late into the season. I've dropped shows that are 24 episodes long, and I'm up to like 21, and I drop. I'm very, very fickle because I have a certain threshold for, well, certain tolerance level. Let's just put a certain tolerance level for shows. I will tell you in advance if I'm thinking about dropping it. I'm not gonna just spontaneously drop shows. You'll know at least 5 weeks in advance of, the show is really teetering on being dropped. I'll give it 4 more episodes before I finally decide if I drop it or not. For example, this season, Kitty Girl. I'm really thinking about dropping that. I loved it, but I don't like the way it's going. We'll see how that works out. But I don't really know yet. So yes, I can drop things at any time, but you'll know in advance if I'm dropping it or not. I cover many shows a season, usually about anywhere between 10 to 20 shows. This next season, the winter 2010 season, is very, very small, only about 16 shows. Hopefully, I'll be able to cover more than half those shows, because some of them really do look really good, like Dance of the Vampire Button, which you will hear me be talking about a lot, because I really love Dance of the Vampire Button. So, yeah, I will be hopefully reviewing more than half of those shows. Like I said, I have no personal preference. I love things that are good. Doesn't matter if, even if it's enjoyable, it doesn't have to be a good show. It's enjoyable to watch. I mean, I watch Action Shonen. I watch generic moe anime number 5 million. I watch all. So, yeah, don't get hung up on. So if you have a suggestion, don't get hung up on what kind of genre it is. I pretty much will. Even some shonen ai, or even yaoi maybe. I'm not going that way, but if it's good, it's good. I'll watch it. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. That's about all I have to say. I plan to do segments. Hopefully not just all anime reviews. So there will be little segments here and there. Everything I do will be about anime. I have other interests besides anime. No, I'm not some huge anime. I stay home watch. I do watch anime majority of the time, and it is my favorite thing. But I do have other interests. For example, Philadelphia Eagles shirt. I love the Philadelphia Eagles football team. However, I'm not going to do blogs about the Philadelphia Eagles. All my blogs will be about anime. Strictly about anime. So, that's about it. If you have a question or a comment or a suggestion, leave it in the comment box or whatever. Just leave a comment on the bottom of the video. That's it. I'll try to answer all your questions or whatever. Hopefully, I'll get a lot of views and we can continue this for a long, long time. My college may get in the way of certain things like finals coming up or whatever. So expect some delays sometimes, but I'll try to do it on a weekly basis, hopefully at least one video a week, if not 2 or 3, depending on what I have to say. Some videos will be segments, some videos, at least once a week will be an anime week review, and then the other one might just be random thoughts or something like that about anime. That's about it. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned to my vlogs, and I appreciate all your views. Thank you, and see you next week.